Hello again, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hello Good Game here, your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, playing Standard Best of 1 in Mythic rank. Abzan Chomp Chomp is the name of the game. This is a white, green, and black roll token deck. We're going to break down the deck list in depth within today's video. To start things off, talking about these strategies and synergies held within. Furthermore, we'll demonstrate this within the gameplay footage against both the best decks as well as players in the world right now within the Arena game client. And of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. Again, I want to appreciate or take a moment to appreciate each and every one of you who've been helping support the channel through these many years. Thank you. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are. Abzan Chomp Chomp, the name of the game. This is a deck that I've played over the years. It's, you know, a white, black, and green removal-based build. Currently, we get to take advantage of roll tokens, which is quite nice. So this is an enchantment mechanic that is new to Wilds of Eldraine, one of the most recent sets. And I think it's pretty powerful. One of the core cards that we'll be building around, just to give you an idea as to what we're trying to accomplish within the build, is really the accumulation of these roll tokens. Eriette, the Charmed Apple for 3, a 2/4, and whenever an enchanted... each creature that you... What were you reading there? Each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or a planeswalker that you control, right? So, you know, there are certain cards that allow us to enchant our opponent's creatures. We won't be doing any of that here, so don't worry. Just kind of block this out of your memory. And at the beginning of your end step, each opponent's going to lose X life, and you're going to gain X life, where X is the number of auras you control. All right, so all of the roll tokens that we will be accumulating, at least within this deck, only go and attach or equip themselves to, or enchant themselves to our own creatures, right? So we're not really worried about the first part of this ability, only the second. Stacking them up and then, you know, having them lose X life where we gain X life, where that's equal to the number of auras that we have that are roll tokens, right? Because that's the only aura we have in the build. The Hexmage for 1 mana can place 1 on any creature you control. It is a cursed roll token. Now, there are different kinds of roll tokens within the build. This will have your creature's power and toughness become 1/1. That can, you know, probably just go on the Mite because it's already a 1/1. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then we'll be utilizing the Vendor for 2 mana. It's a 2/2 with Vigilance, and we can pay 1 at the beginning of combat on our turn to put a Sorcerer roll token. And this creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever it attacks, scry 1, right? So you can see the different kinds of roll tokens here within the deck. The Vendor is great. You know, the Vigilance is quite nice. The fact that it can continue to pump out these roll tokens every turn is beautiful. Keep in mind, you can only have 1 roll token attached to a creature at a time. If you put a second one, the first one will leave, okay? The Blessing for 3 copies, 2 mana, enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, put a Wicked roll token on a creature we control, and at the beginning of our draw step, we will draw an extra card and lose 1 life if we do have an enchanted creature. The Wicked roll token gives a creature +1/+1, and if it is put into the graveyard, an opponent is going to lose 1 life, which is not bad, right? So a little bit of extra damage here for us. And then the Faunsbane Troll for 4, a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, it gets a monster roll token attached to it, which is nice. We can pay 1 to sacrifice a roll token that's attached to it and fight a target creature we don't control, which is great, right? So monster is +1/+1 and trample. This fight is at sorcery speed as well. And we can use the Vendor to keep pumping new roll tokens on the troll, right? And that's going to be the name of the game within the deck. Continue fighting our opponent's creatures to maintain that field superiority, if that's a thing. All right? And then we're just kind of like filling in the cracks of the deck with everything that we know and love. The Mite can protect our value engines. You know this. Toxic 1/1/1 for 1. It can pay 1 Phyrexian white, so like 1 white mana or 2 life. To tap, choose a color. That creature gains hexproof from the chosen color and cannot be blocked by the chosen color until the end of turn, as well as Toxic 1, which is ridiculous. Cut down, total power and toughness 5 or less, 1 mana instant speed removal. destroy evil, toughness 4 or greater, or enchantment for 2 at instant speed removing. We have the Rite of Oblivion, sorcery speed for 2, sacrificing a non-land permanent that we control. Excuse me, this can be a roll token, right, from the Hexmage or something, similar to the Troll, to take something that's not a creature, right? Take a Planeswalker, take a, an artifact or something. The evil should take the enchantments, but, whatever works, right? Whatever's going to generate value in your match. Flashback for 4, recasting it from the grave, which is always quite nice. Liliana's -2, target player sacrifices a creature. This is just going to be great value as always, and she can remain in play for additional value through the +1. Each player discards a card, and if you're lucky enough, -6, sacrifice, they're going to take their permanents. We're going to separate them into 2 piles of even number, as close as we can get, right? And then they get to choose a pile. If you're going to get good value, you don't want to, you definitely want to be forcing them to sacrifice as many things as possible, right? So try to even out the piles is my suggestion there. And the Trespasser can grab stuff from the graveyard. It can do chip damage. It's a 3/3 for 2. Daybound is 1. Nightbound is 2, which is quite nice. And then, Sheoldred, 4/5 with Death Touch. Whenever you draw, gain 2. Whenever they draw, they lose 2. Glissa is here, 3/3 with First Strike Death Touch for 3. Whenever it deals combat damage, you can choose one of the 3. Drawing a card, losing life, destroying enchantment, removing 3 counters from up to 1 target permanent. Just great value here within the build. And the Dreadknight, 2 copies of this for 2. 3/2 with Trample. If it would die, you can recast it from your grave as the adventure, which is Dread Whispers at sorcery for 2. Drawing a card, losing 1 life, so good value generation here as well, which is quite nice. I believe that is the deck as a whole. We also have, our creature lands, which are quite nice. The Cottage, as well as the Fortress, right? Utility lands through the Mire, the Endures, and the Empire, and a bunch of dual lands for mana consistency, right? So, fairly simple deck. It's probably not a tier 1 deck by any means, but it is a lot of fun, right? It's pretty decent. There isn't, we're running Glissa, we're running Sheoldred, we're running the Mite. It's just going to be pretty competitive by itself, right? There's a lot of crutches here. But we do, because of that, get to utilize the new mechanic. And I've been having a ton of fun with this, right? The roll token is decent, and it's always fun just to, play with new things in the game. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy, right? Let's go! All right, let's keep the hand and work with the land. Trying to find a 2-drop. I'm sure we will. Mite on 1 for life. We'll hit for 1, why not? Control deck incoming. Oh, obviously. Glissa can get good value and maybe destroy like a Celestis or something, right? No attack pass turn. Third land of Mirix. Counter magic is open. Let's pull that interaction if we can here with the Slayer. Protection. I'm going to pay life for it. Mite is now tapped, and they double down. Good for you. Troll is out for 4. Paying life. Monstrous roll on it. Mite is tapped. Angels? Okay, so now this was unexpected. I'll tell you what. We get the removal. We take it. Oh, I don't have a black source. Well, that's a little bit upsetting. I guess we hit for 5, and that's not bad. I should have just paid generic mana to fight it. Held up, cut down, I guess. I didn't realize until we had already acted. We only had a single swamp. Alright, well the situation's not getting any better. Attack right through it. Alright, let's see if they block first. Counterspell? Question mark? Make disappear with a... wow, it is a casualty. That's impressive. Okay. So we're not paying. And we'll just hit for 5 again. Down to 9. Lethal in 2. Well, I mean, you know, probably not, but we'll try. We'll try. Okay, low life gain. I quite enjoy this card. Very good value. Well, I mean, you say, oh, no double black. I mean, let's smash first. Then let's fight it, so there's no life gain. Sack our token. So this troll's really been working out this match quite nicely. And then let's snag it from the grave, pushing them down to 3. It actually is exiled through the interaction. We get to take something else. Good game. Going first. Pretty good land. Pretty good start. It means a little bit slow because of the land, but yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, mono red, yes. My favorite deck to play against. I'm gonna put both of these rolls on one creature. Just so one's a little bit chonkier. Right. I mean, I'm sure they can easily still just remove it, but we'll try our best. Absolutely. Not a single land. Monstrous Rage, though, you know. Oof, gross. I guess we could just pay 1. Put it here. And race. A little life gain. I'll accept that. I mean, I'm sure they have a massive hit, but we've got some life gain and maybe we can race with tempo. Oof. No block, dude. It's all yours. On a Phoenix chick, interesting. Okay. I mean, it's still massive. Massive hit, bro. We luckily don't have to pay any life. And I will continue to race. Pushing a little bit further in here. To 11, they're to 9, right? So, you know, we can see that we do have tempo. Do they have a second cast here? Oh, okay. Not the worst. We've got good blocks. Right? Unless they play a land? Bro, no problem. Not a problem at all. They get 5. Literally don't care. Pay 1 or just play this? I think pay 1. Seems a little bit better. I mean, that's 7, 8, 9 damage. With the 2 blocks. We'll take the scries. Kind of want removal. Alright, we get 1. Down to 3, and then the apple takes them to 2. We're at 8. We have double blocks, but the chick is in the air for 2. They're missing 6 damage. Do they have it? No siree, Bob. A good game to use. All right. Opponent's going to go first here. I don't like the land. No white here, so a mulligan. Keeping 6. We will toss Glissa? That's a hard one, but it is what it is. Fairy is a go. Not my favorite card to play against. Counter magic up. Yeah. Alright, I mean, counter the Mite then. Go ahead. I don't think that's worth it. Neither do they. Keep playing slow or go fast. I think go fast since they're tapped out, right? We know we're getting it in without a counterspell. Roll goes to the Mite. This isn't tapped, so we'll just play the Vendor. And then Mono Blue is running the simulation now. I mean, I don't mind trading with it. Does it... I think it still remains tapped, though, even with that 1 stun counter left, right? This is probably a counterspell. I don't doubt that. I would forecast it to be. In today's weather... Wait, 75% chance? Really? Huh. We don't really care about that, do we? Interesting. Consider Adelphia. I mean, it does set us back. That Mite is fairly important. Terror. Oh, that's a good card. Cottage is a go. Let's stack up a bit. No attacks. We could double block easily, I think. Unless they're phasing out or bouncing our blockers to get good value on that. We'll see. Maybe that's why they didn't want the Mite there. Could be, for sure, right? Thirst. Main phase looking for a land. They discarded a land, but still played one. Okay. Into a 1-mana terror. I mean, they would only get the apple take the apple or you take the mage vent, right? And the apple's a more important one. It's not great, but it is what it is. They do take the 2. I still think we force it, don't we? Even if we get the fairy.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
We
Off
can
you go.
chump block. And keep Lily alive. Maybe. Right? We'll see. No protection on the apple, but we could hopefully just send it in harm's way. Why are you targeting it? Please don't do that to me. They really filled the grave quickly. You can have it. We need to double block. We have to put our creatures to good use to remove these terrors. That's it. We just are double blocking. Maybe we top deck another Lily, right? But I'm not going to fill their graveyard with more instants and sorceries. Oh, Lord have mercy. Big money, no whammies. Nice. They probably just picked 2 more up though, right? Ugh. There's so many things for us to deal with still. Scatter rays, interesting. And then we're double blocking, right? So it's just a Dreadknight. Pass turn. I mean, I wish we had some roll tokens to be, you know, benefiting from that ability, but oh well. Yep. 1 Djinn, 1 Terror, 1 Fairy. We've dealt with 1/4 of their deck. And they're halfway through. So we know there's more Djinns coming. We know there's more fairies. And there's more terrors. Pass. Double blocking. Maybe they shore up, push it 6. That would be brutal. Don't do it. I'm gonna be sick. I mean, they could bounce it to their hand. And replay it. Weird. They must have another. They must have another spell, no? Weird, dude. Oh, terror dealt with. I don't want to play this into a counterspell. I feel infinitely more comfortable with the land to attack here. That way we're generating value. Potentially life gain through the food token later on also. And take that march. Start taking the instants and sorceries out of their graveyard. With the cottage as well. Very good tech against mono blue. I mean, there's this reduction they have and the power increase in the Djinn, so it's ridiculous, right? So, reduction of the terror, power increase of the Djinn. That's what we're looking to deal with. 3 cards in hand. 32 in deck. I would assume it would be something similar. Heading for 7 again. Let's take a consider. Beautiful. Not playing into any counter magic, just finishing the match. We have lethal with the Mite. Unblockable from blue. It's a monocolored deck. The Mite is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, opponent goes first. Let's keep it here. Oof. I guess we're going to play slow. I don't know if I'm really liking that, but... yeah, and there's such a fast deck on the play too, right? Paying for the Mite. Hexmage on the Mite. And we've got a bit of a blocker, maybe. Probably not, but we'll try. Play land. So I think we definitely just want to exile this. Paying life. Sacking the roll. Right? And then no attack. Just defending. Alright, ramping. Now that they don't have the reduction. Hollowed Haunting. Catilda. So that's basically a must exile too, right? Looking for a 4th land. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't think we have a problem with this, do we? I'll swing. Just to see if we get it. No. I want to keep the Mite. We'll just take Catilda. Protection? You dog. You dog. Nice. That's probably game. That's probably game. Good game. No, that's gonna lock it up there for sure. All right, going first, 3 lands. It's there, you know. I mean, that's hard to complain with. A little slow, especially against mono red. Ooh, heyo, picking it up. That's a nice 2-drop for us. Much appreciated. Mono red though, right? It might not even survive. I think we still take it, unfortunately. They get a land and a Godric? Oh no. They take Godric. Not great. We'll do our best though. They don't attack. Well, that's pretty lucky for us. Sheoldred does a go. And that might sustain us with the roll tokens if we get lucky. Mono red, am I right? Settle down, dude. Crazy, homie. 8 damage. May as well swing with everything. That's so much. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Let's gain 1 life. No attacks, just defending. We're on thin ice, you know? 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. Is that the trick right here? Oof. Alright, they sent it to the bottom. We're at 2. Go to 4. And there is hope. Just defend. What did they draw? Oh! Nice top deck, dude! Very nice. Oh my lord. Abzan Chomp Chomp is not what it used to be, unfortunately. A deck that we once loved for Polakranos, the World Eater, the 12-12, pay for fight. It's just, you know, it's fallen from its glory, but that doesn't mean it's not a viable archetype, right? We could maybe make a more control-oriented build for it, but then it loses a little bit of its original, you know, is a creature-based removal mid-range deck, right? And we don't really get to see that here so much. But it is very close, right? It is very close. The troll is not a Polakranos, but it's close. But it is close, right? You got to get the vendor out there too, so for multiple fights. It's a lot cheaper. Doesn't come back from the grave though. But at the end of the day, you know, I still like the archetype as a whole, and we'll continue to build with it in the future sets. Looking at you, Exelon. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any comments, opinions, put them down below. And you can also join the community Discord. Yell at me there a little bit too. You know, we can have some good banter, and you know, just have a great day. You know, that's the most important thing to me. If I was able to help out in any way with some entertainment, that's always awesome. And looking forward to seeing you all soon in the next.